Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Dennis. So been away for a few weeks traveling, and so this is my first video, and I decided to do it with the USB-C to HDMI 2. And one of the things this is capable of doing is allowing you to split off into two different monitors. So we're going to test that and see how that works. We're going to have a look at it. We're going to do a little unboxing, and then we're going to proceed with how to connect it and get it going. And this will work from my laptop, so that's what I probably will use it with. And yeah, we'll go from there. So let's get started. Okay, so this is what we've got. This is the name of the company, OREI, or OREI, HDMI, and of course it has connectors for USB A and C. So it has more details on the back, so you can take a moment and pause and read that if you wish. I'll go over it later on. So let's get it out and see what we've got. So open her up. Oh, nice sealed little package. Now one of the things that comes in it that it mentions right off the bat is that your driver is required. So download the driver from the following link. Alright, https://www.siliconmotion.com/downloads. I have gone in and quickly looked at that, and the link is obviously working. And so here we are. The name of the company, USB 3.0 USB-A to USB-C to a dual HDMI adapter. Supports 4K at 30 Hz and 1080p at 60 Hz. Works for Windows and Mac. And of course, you've got your little package here for your user manual, and it tells you how to use everything. You have QR codes to find out more about their products, which they do have quite a few actually. And of course it's all in a nice little package here. Let's get it out. And all your cables are tucked up inside here. All right. So like I say, you have your USB-C, and that comes off. And there's your USB type A. All right. And the product itself, pretty cool looking, neat little thing. Okay, so HDMI. I like the branding, it's very cool. So some venting, and of course some feet. Okay, so you have your 1080p here and your 4K at 30 Hz connector here. And yeah, so it's not much to plug it in. What you see is what you get. We have our product, we have our user manual, and we have some specs. So of course, some of the things I'll just get right into right in the beginning is your specifications. So dual HDMI ports support 4K 3840 by 2160 at 30 Hz, and another 1080p at 60 Hz display output. Your USB 3.0 port and powerful GPU ensure stable video transmission. Small design, so you can easily carry this around with you, that's for sure. You can have resolution from 640 by 480 up to 3840 by 2160 at 30 Hz. And of course the smallest resolution at 60 Hz. You can connect multiple USB 3.0 adapters to your PC to extend your screen to extra displays. And of course Windows up to 8 displays and Mac up to 6. So that's interesting. It supports the video decoder, multiple formats, H.264, H.263, MP4, MP2, DivX, AVS, JPEG, and more. Okay, ideal for web and productivity software. It's not recommended for graphics intensive or design work. All right, just get right into that. Doesn't support playback of HDCP, protected content on sites like Netflix and Hulu. So if you want to use it for that, it ain't gonna work. So for those that want a quick overview of how to use it, resolutions, all that, I put it up here so you can just quickly read off it. Okay, how to connect it, where to connect it, everything is right here. But we're going to show you that. I'm going to go get my laptop and we're going to hook it all up. Okay, so the first thing I did, plugged in my cable for my HDMI from my monitor, and I didn't even have to change anything on my laptop. It automatically recognized it. I did plug it in on here. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly show you this. All right, so moving away from that, let's move on to the fact that I have now gone to their website. All right, Silicon Motion SM76x driver download, and you will need to pick the one that it's applicable for you. All right, so you have Windows 11 and 10, Windows 11, 10, MSI, and legacy drivers. And then you have all your Mac recommended drivers and release notes. You can even use Android and Linux. Okay, everything is here for you. So whatever you want to do, whatever you want to get, simple downloads are on the left-hand side. Click to download, install it, and you're good to go. That is all there is to it. So right off the bat, though, it automatically worked. So while it says it needs a driver, obviously it's working without it. Maybe Windows 11 has a driver for it and just works. Anyhow, I'm going to try and get another monitor. I mean, it does say 2 monitors. I mean, that's the only way I can see that it will connect. I don't think it'll connect another one because then technically that's 3 monitors. So basically, that's it. You're connected. I am going to quickly just try the other one. I'll come back. If it works, I'll let you know or not. Okay, so what I wanted to do is see if I could run 3 monitors off of this. So my laptop is now extended to all 3 monitors. I have the one on the left, and the one on the middle, my laptop in the middle, and the one on the right is an extended. So that extends it. You can see the same symbols on all 3 screens. Everything is working. All I had to do was plug in a 3rd monitor, plug in another HDMI to my laptop, and it will work. Obviously, if you have a desktop, this is going to work exactly the same way. If you have a Mac, probably will work as well. I don't have a Mac to test it, but it should work exactly the same way. So 3 monitors working simultaneously, working together. You can extend them. You can mirror them. Now, it actually says one of the things you need to do to make sure you get proper installation or proper operation of this is you have to have anywhere from Windows 7 up to 10 and above, or of course Windows 11, Mac OS 10, 10X and above. Your CPU processor has to be a Core i5 and above, at least 4 gig of RAM, which nowadays pretty much everybody should have, and a monitor that will also support 4K. All right, so this is all working great. I don't have any issues with it whatsoever, and that's a pretty good product to me. Kind of cool for something so small and so simple. So tell me what you think. Obviously the website is very easy to get to. Like I say, I'll have a link in the description, and if you want one, well, go ahead and get yourself one. They sent me this to use just to demonstrate how well it can work. In case you're interested in this. I honestly wasn't too excited about it in the beginning. Thought I'd give it a try, but this kind of extends it beyond what I thought it could do and beyond my expectations. So I'm very happy with it. So if this meets your expectations and this is something you want to do, go ahead and go for it. So one more thing I just wanted to mention again is when you're running this, you can have mirror mode, extend mode. For Windows, you can have 1920 by 1080 at 60 hertz, and of course you have your 4K port. Now it says 1920 by 1080 at 60 hertz, or you can go up to extended mode at 3840 by 2160 at 30 hertz. All right, or do extended mode at the 1080p, which is 1920 by 1080 at 60 hertz as well. Now same thing applies for Mac OS. Mirror mode is your 1080p at 60 hertz. Your extended mode is 60 hertz as well. Now, for your 4K, you get 30 hertz for both the mirror and the extended mode. So that should pretty much answer all your questions. How to connect them is very simple. It doesn't get probably any simpler than that, of course. And when you first plug it in, something I kind of missed when I was trying to get it, it'll come up with a silicon motion. All right, it'll come up right on the screen. So then you can go ahead, after you download the driver, you can install it and just use it and go from there. And that gives you maybe some more functionality. Although with Windows 11, as you can see, everything's working and I did not need a driver. But they do specifically say you should use the driver to get the best out of your graphics and all that kind of good stuff. So just be aware of that. The only other thing I did, I'm going to show you this real quick, just so you know where it's at. It's display. You have to go to your display settings and choose your mode of how you want to use it. So I did that. I'm going to show you that. Just the little manual, it even tells you how to do it. Click your display settings, once you've done that, it'll give you the options for your display to select and rearrange your monitors. Pick 1, 2, or 3, and then you can do duplicate. You can extend the desktop, and of course you could always disconnect if you only want 2 maybe. All right, and that covers pretty much everything. I think it's pretty cool. Mac OS is the same thing. You just go into your system preferences, right, and choose it from there. Right? I'm not familiar with that, so I can't really give you a breakdown, except that you go to your display mode settings and you click your different monitors the same way as you pretty much do with Windows. All right, so just be aware of that. So you can get both of them to work. It's really pretty cool. I mean, I wasn't expecting much, and this gave much more than I was expecting. So I want to give you some inputs to it, though, that I didn't give you. Operating temperature is 0 to 60. Storage humidity from 5 to 90%. Your power supply, of course, is coming from your notebook. Power consumption is only 5 watts. All right. Your dimensions are very, very small. So you got 3.94 inches by 1.97 by 0.53 inches. Weight is only 78 kilograms, just very light. Material is ABS, basically plastic. And the user manual is in English. All right, just in case you have issues with that, of course, you could always type it and translate it with Google if you needed to. And I'm going to show you one more thing. This is a connection diagram that they show. And just in case one of you out there might want to have it. So you can focus on this. All right. Hopefully that gives you everything you need to know. That's a connection diagram. All right. So you can just pause that and have a look in case you want to see anything I didn't already show you. All right, everybody. So that's the name of the company right there. All right. OREI. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. But I mean, it's a very simple thing. They have a website, like I say. Go to the website, if not even for the drivers, but just to check out the other apps and other software they've got. And there are other products. There's lots of products, okay? They all look really good. If this little one here works great, I imagine all the rest of them do too. There's no reason to think otherwise. So I hope that helps you out. If that's something you want to do, is extend how your system looks. You got one laptop, you want to have like a 3-monitor display, now you can, okay? Very simple. If you're doing productivity and you want to do stuff like this, and you need maybe a couple different spreadsheets open and your laptop at the same time, this is a great solution. So if you like this, give me a thumbs up. Think about subscribing if you're new. Hit that bell for notifications for other videos as they come up. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.